Hello there, Taurus. I'm Michele and I'm going to give you a reading for, it's technically for the week of the 10th through the 17th. That's what I have in mind when of May. That's what I have in mind when I'm putting out this reading. But if the messages are for you, it doesn't matter when the reading is. So let's just go ahead and go for it, right? So it's just about general messages, nothing really specific unless, of course, unless something specific is just like, hey, this needs to be said. My intuition tells me whether or not there's something for certain Tauruses that needs to be heard, but usually it's just like, hey, keep this in mind. We got the 7 of Wands. What else do we have here? Let's get a little bit more, feedback here. We got the Queen of Pentacles and we got the Star. So that is enough information for us to get things going. Let's get a little look at these fellas, one fella and a couple of ladies. It doesn't really matter the gender though. It's just about the energy of aggression, the energy of receiving, the energy of being motivated and doing things, and the energy of nurturing. So the 7 of Wands wanted to come out first, and I feel like it's trying to give you a warning about when you do things. Forgive the noise in the background. I live in an old part of the city, and I live in a building that's 130 years old, but there's a building that's almost as old that's right next door, and there's major renovations happening in it, and it's sounds like dinosaurs are doing some construction next door. It's like boom, 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 when it's shaking the building. Okay, but we're gonna hold out. We're gonna do it anyway because these messages are important. They need to get out every week. Anywho, the 7 of Wands to me is like, it's the inferiority complex, the feeling like you have to prove that you are as good as anyone else. All right, so this guy's like, I want to show them that I can do this thing that other people are like. I feel like it's more like you feel like other people are doing it better than you. Other people are better prepared for it than you are. Other people have had more opportunities than you, so that it's just like you've got to struggle and fight in order to be good enough. I guess that's what you think. But that's not reality. Reality is, and we got this Queen of Pentacles here to speak about it. The reality is that you are, this is you, right, Taurus? This is you in your divine receiving place. Like, I'm just like, I don't have anything to prove. I'm already good enough, right? So I think that this inferiority maybe comes from what you've been told in your youth about what people like us deserve. What people like us get to do, and you're like, I've got to prove that I'm this person that I am not in order to fit in with the rest of the group, right? So you're being warned about watching out for that mentality, about you're essentially being told you are already good enough, you are already there, you have already done it. It's and any feeling like you aren't as equipped as other people is really just in your own lack of confidence. So we got to work on that, right? And I see this Queen of Pentacles is all about the confidence. She's like, she knows exactly what she's doing with the resources around her. So she doesn't really have to strive and struggle. She just shows up and who she is as, like, I'm seeing Taurus showing up to their work, showing up to the projects they're working on, showing up in their relationships, showing up to a date or whatever, right? I can see Taurus coming in just like whoosh, this like the energy of a queen coming in and being like, I deserve to be here. I'm entitled to be here. In fact, you're pretty damn lucky that I'm here. That I would even like let my energy come into this environment. You're really lucky that I'm here. How can you prove to me that you're good enough for me? Are you going to prove to me that you're good enough for me? But you're kind. That's the truth. You are kind and gracious and nurturing, and you want to watch out for other people. Speaking of nurturing, we also have the Star. The Star wants to remind you, I got a little twitchy muscle. my eye. That's why I keep doing that. Like, ooh, I'm sensing the vibration of this card. No, I got a twitchy muscle in my eye. The star is trying to say that after a difficult journey, after a challenging time, it is okay to let your guard down. You are safe in the oasis, in the garden of the good times that you're in at this moment. And I do see that bouncing off of that feeling like you have to struggle and strive kind of place. My intuitive download is being reminded of a quote that I heard once that is, you will only be as wealthy as the impoverishment of your soul. Excuse my nose. So, what that quote is saying, that however, like whatever place you are at when it comes to, like, what is the glass ceiling for you, like the quality of person that you're going to be in a relationship with, the quality of work that you do, the amount that you are paid, the like how nice your furnishings are, how nice your home is, like the kind of car you drive. That's your glass ceiling, right? If you're always thinking, no, I have to work harder, no, it's not good enough, no, it's not good enough, I'm always striving, you're never at that place where it's just like, it's cool, you're never going to feel like you're going to be able to rest. You're always going to be like in a scarcity. You're always going to feel poor, even though you might be driving a really nice car and living in a great neighborhood and have high-speed internet and have, a really good-looking partner. You might still feel like, I'm not good enough. I have to prove myself. I have to go further and further and further. The cards are trying to say, hey, take a break. You might want to go further. You might still want to go further. But in this time right now, it's okay to kick back and enjoy the fruit of all of the labor that you've been everything that you've been putting into place. And that queen right there, she's sitting pretty and she's not working hard, she's enjoying the harvest. She's also symbolic of Virgo, which is the astrological sign of the harvest. So she's enjoying the harvest. She's allocating it properly. So it's not like she's not in I stuttered a lot, I'm sorry. She's not in the place of constant accumulation. Instead of accumulating, she takes the resources that have already been accumulated and she allocates them to their greatest potential. Okay. So instead of being in proving, striving, accumulation, that masculine energy of moving forward, how can you pull back a little bit today or this week and just enjoy what you do have and maximize the potential of what it is that you do have? Because that feeling of, this is it, I'm grateful, this is exactly where I want to be, that feeling is what's going to bring you more. Struggling and striving does not bring you more. Working really hard doesn't bring you more. Enjoying what you have brings you more. And acting, of course, from a place of inspiration. Being ready to move away from your oasis, move outside of the boundaries of your oasis because it looks like it's fun to go over there, not because you're worried that someday that oasis is going to dry up. Only that oasis because you feel like there's something more that you want that will be entertaining really be entertaining, motivating, challenging in a positive way to move toward. Okay, so let's do a little blessing, a little affirmation for you, Taurus, for your week ahead regarding the messages that we just had coming out. And I think the biggest message that we had coming out is, what I have right now is good enough for right now. I am safe, I am satisfied, and I am so grateful for the blessings that I have at this moment. Ground yourself in your root. Here we go. I am safe, I am secure, I I am satisfied with everything that I have at this moment. Thank you so much. So grateful, so excited, so pleased, so satisfied with who I am and what I possess at this very moment. Deep breath into your belly. Long exhale. One more time. Thank you so much for being with me, Taurus. Love you, and have a wonderful week.